Does history repeat itself? The year 1914 saw the world plunge into a devastating war, triggered by a complex web of alliances, nationalism, and miscalculations. Now, as we look towards 2026, some analysts are pointing to eerie similarities and a world bristling with tension. Are we unknowingly walking a path similar to the one that led to the Great War? Let's explore 7 potential flashpoints that could, if mishandled, escalate into a global conflict. First, the South China Sea. Competing territorial claims and increasing military patrols make this a powder keg. A minor incident between naval vessels could quickly spiral out of control, drawing in major powers who have staked their economic and strategic interests in these vital shipping lanes. It's a modern-day equivalent of the naval arms race before 1914. Second, the Taiwan Strait. The unresolved status of Taiwan remains one of the most sensitive geopolitical issues. Any move to change the status quo by force would have immediate and catastrophic consequences, likely triggering a direct confrontation between global superpowers with devastating economic and human costs. Third, Eastern Europe, particularly the situation in and around Ukraine. The ongoing conflict has already reshaped the security landscape of the continent. Any significant escalation or expansion of the conflict could directly involve NATO countries, activating Article 5 and creating a scenario the world has dreaded since the Cold War. Fourth, the Korean Peninsula. North Korea's nuclear ambitions and unpredictable behavior keep the region on a knife's edge. A miscalculation or a provocative weapons test could lead to a rapid military response from South Korea, Japan, or the United States, with the potential for nuclear escalation. The volatile Middle East, focusing on the Strait of Hormuz. A significant portion of the world's oil supply passes through this narrow channel. Any attempt to close it or a direct conflict between regional rivals like Iran and its neighbors could send shockwaves through the global economy and pull in outside powers to protect their energy security. Sixth, the contested border between India and China in the Himalayas. These two nuclear-armed giants have already had deadly skirmishes. A larger-scale border conflict could have unimaginable consequences, not just for Asia but for the entire world, given their economic and demographic weight. And finally, the 7th flashpoint is less a place and more a domain: cyberspace. A massive, coordinated cyber attack targeting the critical infrastructure of a major nation. Power grids, financial systems, communication networks could be seen as an act of war, leading to a physical military response. In this new battlefield, the first shot might be a line of code. Of course, drawing parallels to 1914 isn't a prediction, but a warning. The world of 2026 is vastly different. We have international institutions, instant communication, and a clear understanding of the horrors of global war. However, the ingredients for conflict, nationalism, economic competition, and complex alliances are still very much present. Understanding these flashpoints isn't about fear-mongering, it's about recognizing the dangers so we can actively work towards de-escalation, diplomacy, and a more peaceful future. History doesn't have to repeat itself, but it does offer powerful lessons if we're willing to listen. What are your thoughts on these potential flashpoints? Are there others you think are more critical? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you found this analysis insightful, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history and geopolitics.